Hey, so, I'm bored. You bored? I mean, what was the point of that huge digression, huh? I guess we've heard, like, one or two of those names before, but why do we have to sit through the whole life story of some fuckhead who's got nothing to do with anything? And don't look at me like that. That shit was out of my hands. Order straight from the top. Put in an hour-long digression and the whole show goes in the trash. What bullshit, am I right? And no, I don't care if you're setting up for a whole different performance after this one. Quit throwing that shit on me. It's not my problem. Regardless, it's time to get back on track. The pain train has just pulled into the station, and I've got a ticket here with your name right on it. So as we raise the curtain for our final act, allow me to set the scene with a little tale of my own. It's a tragic love story, full of heartbreak, betrayal, and misfortune. A real Romeo and Juliet story. Well, you know, if Romeo was an absolute muppet and Juliet was a lying bitch. So, actually, nothing like that at all. But gather round close and listen well as I tell you the story of the acrobat and the clown. Once upon a time, there was a circus. People came from miles around to see the jugglers and magicians, sharpshooters and wolf tamers. But when the crowds vacated the big top, they always remembered one thing. Well, one thing besides how charming and handsome the ringmaster was. It was the acrobat. The speed and dexterity with which she performed her routine. The masterful way she dazzled and distracted the eye. All the other circus folk hated her fucking guts. Mostly 'cause she sucked. All except one. One member of their troupe was just as enamored as the audience by her flashy costume that he couldn't see her for the bitch she really was. Maybe he was blinded by all that fucking grease paint. Or maybe he was just dumb and ugly and stupid and dumb, and that's why he was the clown in the first place. Oh, but that clown would stand in the wings to watch her performance every night. And every night when he shut his sleepy little clown eyes, he would dream of soaring up there with her, free as a goddamn bird. Of course, that's fucking ridiculous. You can't put a clown on a tightrope, his shoes are too big. But one day, while he was watching her practice her routine, he thought he saw her looking at him, performing for him. And in his silly little clown delusions, he could have sworn that she called out to him, told him to come join her up there in the clouds like a siren in a leotard. So what did he do? Realize that he was fucking delusional and carry on with his sad little life? That's real funny. He shimmied his little clown ass up that ladder and jumped right on that tightrope. And just what do you think happened? That miraculously, he walked across that tightrope and straight into her arms? No! Of course not! He fell down, 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 and broke his goddamn neck. What do you think was gonna happen? Like I said, tightropes and clown shoes do not mix. You might be wondering, just what was the point of all that? Like, what was the moral we were supposed to learn here? Well, don't be a dumbass clown, for one thing. Alas, some people are just born with no real talent, no drive. The only thing they're good for is getting people to laugh at them. And, hey, if that was his goal, he did a bang-up job of it, 'cause holy hell do my sides ache. But I'm getting ahead of myself. 'Cause you see, our dramatic little love story hasn't happened yet. Not really. But when it does, it's gonna hurt a lot more than a broken neck on dirt. For you, of course, not him. He can't feel it if he's already dead.